And here we go guys, thanks for tuning in to my latest racing video running my Schumacher Cat L1R supplied by Model Sport, best model shop in the UK to get all your RC gear as far as I'm concerned. This is going to be a two-part video because the first race I had a failure on the car, so I thought I'd put two videos into the one. Today we are racing at Southport Radio Control Car Club, first outdoor club day of 2023. This awesome purpose-built track in Victoria Park in Southport. Always a high level of grip. It's going to be really interesting to compare this track to how we did at Pendle and how we have done at Bury, because them tracks don't have as much grip as Southport does, so it should be a good test of just what the car is capable of. So today we've got Tom Clark on pole, Daniel Hall second, Mike Ward third, Joe Clark fourth, Chloe Ward fifth, me sixth and Richard in seventh. This is Chloe's first time running it here, associated four-wheel drive. Bit of a good driver, Chloe, adapts very quickly to a new car, so I'm expecting her to do very well. Let's jump straight into it. So here we go boys and girls, feels so good to be back at Southport. Couple of experienced drivers in this four-wheel drive heat. We just want to get the miles in, learn how to adapt at this track for the Northwest Regional that's going to be taking part in April, that I've already booked into. So car 6, off we go. Get that sweeping corner right. That was one of my objectives, was to nail that corner, to remember to keep it left and sweep in wide, keep the throttle on as long as possible. Good thing about racing here is you can actually put the power down and you've got grip. So there's Chloe getting past. Car crashes out. Lap 1 is the 25.44. Right, we go over these tricky bumps. Car crashes out. I think that's Chloe. Yeah, I get my trajectory all wrong. Round we go. So gonna lose a bit of time on this lap. So lap 2 is a 29.63. So Southport, my local track. Great event. Always a good event at Southport. Sometimes have a barbecue on. Andy Hall, famous for his bacon butties. You have power, electricity if you park near the pit. So third lap is the fastest lap, 23.67. So it'll be interesting to compare my fastest lap to other guys. Get me cornering a bit wrong there. Line it up for the double. Round we go for the tabletop, sorry. Tried to turn before the car settles. Round we go, down the straight. Fourth lap is a 29.73, fastest, slowest lap so far.
2 minutes is 7, 3, 2, 5, 6, 1, 4.
So we're currently 5th fastest. See if we can improve. Like I say, we do have a failure in this race. A 5 is a 23.83. Car behind crashes out, car in front's crashed out. Over the tabletop, nice transition. Some nice lines. Lap 6 is a 24.67. Nice pass there. Line it up, tabletop. Oh, it's a tricky one. There we go. Someone else gets it wrong on the tabletop. Lap 7 is a 29.86. Oh, get me corner totally wrong. Car's taking a bit of a beating. on these corners. So all these taps on the corner is what ends up kind of like ruining my final. But I've got some upgrades on order, some alloy parts. Lap 8 is 27.28. There we go. The car turns in on me.
Sorry, Paul.
And I all of a sudden lose power.
Oh no, sorry. I just something up with it, I lost power.
So down the straight it was losing a bit of power, so obviously I kind of thought initially that one of the wires had come off the ESC, and that is exactly what happened. So Richard was fastest with 13 laps and a fastest lap of 22.10. Daniel was second with 12 laps and a fastest lap of 22.53. Mike Ward was third with 12 laps and a fastest lap of 23.60. Tom Clark was fourth with 11 laps and a fastest lap of 25.23. Chloe was fifth with 11 laps and a fastest lap of 24.37. I was sixth with 8 laps and a fastest lap of 23.67. And Joe Clark was seventh with 5 laps and a fastest lap of 29.14. So yeah, my fastest lap kind of put me in fourth, but it's all about consistency. So yeah, onto the lap times. Let's see how we done. So first lap was okay, second lap was a bit slow, third lap was my fastest lap, lap 4 was a slow one, lap 5 and 6 were half decent, lap 7 was that slow one, then lap 8 when my car started breaking down was kind of quite 5 seconds off the pace. But overall, happy with that first outing to Southport Radio Control Car Club. Good to be back. Let's go on to race 2. So at the starting grid for race 2 we got Richard on pole, Daniel second, Mike Ward third, Tom Clark fourth, Chloe fifth, me sixth and Joe Clark in seventh. So hopefully we can have a better one. Hopefully the car electronics don't give up the ghost and we can get it round and complete a full race. Let's jump straight into it. Qualifying round 2. Southport Radio Control Car Club, first outdoor club day of 2023, run on my Schumacher Cat L1R, supplied by Model Sport, best model shop in the UK to get all your RC gear as far as I'm concerned. Let's do this. So here we go guys, race 2. It was surprising just how good the car felt on this awesome AstroTurf at Southport Radio Control Car Club. So car number 6, hopefully we can get it through to the end. Starting at the back of the pack, so gonna have a bit of traffic to deal with.
5, 6,
off we go,
4,
down the straight, through this tricky section, the back corner, over the bumps, maintaining nice speed. Car felt really planted, someone crashes out, luckily I get past over the tabletop. A little bit wide on that corner. First lap is a 25.27. There we go, over the tricky section at the back. Always slippy under the trees. Southport's done a lot of work on the track though. Took a bit of the AstroTurf up, laid new sand down just to help dissipate some of that water that collects. Lap 2 is a 25.68. So we're getting consecutive 25s at the moment. See how long we can keep it up for. A bit untidy on the bumps. Line it up to the tabletop. Very tricky getting your landing just right on that tabletop. Want to land perfectly and not bounce. So lap 3 is my fastest lap so far, is the 24.08. Lucky there. Got the car in the air. Carnage everywhere. Line it up. Lucky on the jump. Lap 4 is a 24.56. Nice consistent run so far.
The running order at 2 minutes is 6, 7, 3, 1, 5, 4, 2.
Doing so well up until that point. So at this point, I'm the quickest car out there. We're going to lose a bit of time with that off. Down the straight. 5th lap is my slowest lap, 29.97. That car took me out there. A little cough of disapproval. Down we go. 20, lap 6 is a 31.20 slow lap. See if we can regroup now for the second half of the race. Oh, get the corner wrong. Started so well. Every lap learning something new about this awesome car. Running a 6.5 hobby wing motor. 7th lap is a 28.28. I think I'm running 20.83 gearing with the timing reduced. Plenty of poke in this machine. Lucky over the tabletop. See if we can get some quick laps in. Lap 8 is a 26.84. So starting to get back up to speed a little bit. Get me line wrong through that chicane.
The running order at 4 minutes is 7, 6, 3, 1, 5, 4, 2.
So we'll drop down to second. Lap 9 is a 27.98. Running yellow fusions on the front and yellow mezzos on the rear of the tabletop. Bit too much beans, but we landed it. Lap 10 is my fastest lap at 23.86.
Fucking hell.
Car was lapping, but I was not aware of it because there's 2 cars out there that kind of look the same. Sorry about the profanity for my foul scouse mouth. Round we go.
7.
Lap 11 was a 27.10. Managed to get that extra lap in.
1.
Just got to bring it home now. Always enjoy being at Southport.
5, 3.
And lap 12 is a 25.25.
Race over. The finishing order is...
So yeah, Richard won it with 12 laps and the fastest lap at 21.97. He is flying. I was second with 12 laps and the fastest lap at 23.86. So yeah, about 2 seconds off Richard's fastest lap time. Mike Ward was third with 12 laps and the fastest lap at 22.38, also a quick lap. Tom Clark was 4th with 11 laps and the fastest lap at 24.84. Chloe was 5th with 11 laps and the fastest lap at 25.36. Joe was 6th with 10 laps and the fastest lap at 23.58. And Daniel was 7th, only managed 1 lap of the fastest lap at 24.67. So on to the lap times. Yeah, consecutive nice quick laps from 1 to 4, with slow 1 for lap 5, slow 1 for lap 6. Lap 7 we started to find our feet. Lap 8 through to lap 10, where I got my fastest lap on lap 10 of a 23.86. Lap 11 was a slow one, and lap 12 was a 25.22. So yeah, that was a decent run. That if only I'd done that the first time out and we hadn't had that failure. I was trying some new solder and I just don't think I got enough heat into it, so I just give up the ghost. But what I've done over the weekend is I've took the ESC out and I've totally rewired otherwise, because I tend to put thicker wire on for some reason that comes on the stock ESC. I put like a slightly heavier gauge wire on just because I like it like that. But yeah boys, as always, thanks very much for tuning in. I shall see you in the next one. Oh yeah.